Hello, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today, Konami has announced, in Master Duel, that a new ban list is taking in effect. Here we have the list on here. It is going to be effective on October 10th and all that, I believe. I just want to make sure it is October 9th. Sorry, October 9th. So, given that Tenpai has been leaked and all that. Supposedly this is going to be for it. So let's go run through the list from bottom to top and all that. We got 3 each of now. Change of Heart, Eradicator Epidemic Virus, Water Trenchers of the Temple, Chaos Space, and Thunder Dragon Colossus. So all these hits, the most important ones here is Chaos Space, Dragon Link players. You're eating. You got 3 Jerusalem now, 3 Chaos Space. That's pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. Colossus, 3 to find. Thunder Dragons is Rogue. Some decks can still make the 1 and all that. Enchantress is fine. The Adventure Engine has been falling out of favor now, and Change of Heart's fine. The only one I'm still kind of iffy on is Eradicator, because Labyrinth is still running about right, but besides that, it sucks, right? If you get hit by an Eradicator. The semi-limits, 2 each now. You can only play 2 of Fire King High Avatar Kirin, Gold Sark, Phantom Yubel, Dark Beckoning Beastons opening his Spirit Gates. Let's talk about the Yubel stuff. Obviously, I'm Yubel's #1 fan. However, Yubel is easily the second best deck in Master Duel, right behind Fire King Snake Eyes, right? And of course, it got addressed, right? 2 Phantom is still good for the deck. Still crazy. Dark Beckoning Beast is still a starter and all that. Along with Spirit Gates and all that, still gets you to an Unchained line. Still great, good. Those are good hits though, and all that. Kirin is obviously for the Snake Eye Fire King, but and all that. But we do got another hit. The third Kirin didn't really come up too much, so I think the 2 going into 2 is fine, right? And Gold Sark, not once per turn, banish. Gonna be honest, it's probably okay. I think the Gold Sark 2 is okay. And then the limits, we got ourselves Poplar and Falsodina Pacifico. However you say that. So Snake Eyes Poplar to 1, fantastic. The decks I already have low consistency in Master Duel. Less Wanted, 1 Ash, 1 Popular, 2 Bonfire, right? It's a good hit. Snake Eyes is probably still the best deck though, because now they're gonna run 2 Oaks and maybe a Birch now, right? The Falsodina hit though, however, stun players are in shambles because they only got 1 Falsodina. However, Small World does exist, and if you know the bridge, you can still get to it, right? Yada yada yada. And of course, the Forbiddens, Primeval, Planet Pellerino, Nightmare Corruptor Ibli, and Jalgan the Spiritualist. So, first and foremost, tier players, I'm so sorry, but having only no Merly, 1 tier cash, 2 Sheeran, no Pellerino, I'm so sorry. I am generally so sorry. Tier is basically dead now, I think. I think Tier is basically dead now, unless they can somehow find a way to keep it going. But I don't see the deck being now just good in Master Duel anymore. Of course, they still got the Taurus Brew, the Lightsworn stuff. You could probably put in the Lightsworn stuff. It'll probably actually be good. I'm just kidding about that. The tier stuff is still good as long as they got 1 name and all that, right? They still got Kikalo, so the deck will still be fine. But it's gonna be rough now because there's no Pellerino. So splashing that 1 Trivia Karma is just take that right out. That's free dust right there for you. Nightmare Ibli. So there are some Yubel variants where they would make gigantic sprites and get Ibli out to Ibli lock you and all that, right? Backed up by Rage, Phantoms, whatever, and all that. It was very annoying. I didn't play that variant because I did not like it. But it was very much doable because you can take out 3 extra deck slots. To make a gigantic and elf and like something else. But basically, it was very common. It was very common to see any UBL player just knife Ibly lock you and all that. It was not fun. It was not fun. And of course, Jalgan the Spiritualist. This is hits for 2 different decks. Obviously, stun, as this is as neither player can special summon monsters with Jalgan, and of course, branded players and all that. Right? They lost Giving Pumpkin Nightmare, so they go to the next best available one, which was Jalgan, and all that. But if Jalgan is gone, then they'll just go to another one. So obviously, the hit should have been Sanctifier. Brand Explosion on legs. But hey, yeah, Jalgan, good. Jalgan was used not only in branded, but like in some variants of voice, I believe. They would make Verte send branded fusion, and make send Albaz and Jalgan because it's a light spellcaster, so they can make Sanctifier and Sanctifier. Now from there, they would just summon the Jalgan and the Albaz, and it's just like, well, have fun, right? It's just and then they could still play some other ones like Christia, or God, it's the DDD one that was in Unchained. Requiem, DDD Requiem. They could just play that, or like Ra's Disciple. So it's just like, well, they'll just go to the next best one. I think this list is fine. There was some hits to Snake Eyes, there's some hits to U-Bell. The unlimited ones. The Chaos Space is the most, like, the best one there. Like, I can't even deny that. Like, Enchantress doesn't really matter too much now. But hey, stun decks are finally dying, which is pretty good. I'm so glad about that. I'm so glad. But yeah, I think the list is fine. It's like 7 out of 10. Your belt hits good. Popular one good. Stun stuff is gone, like Jalgan, Dinah. Great stuff. Good job, Konami. One clap. See you guys then.